20-year-old Arius Williams is being held without bail after a judge deemed him a flight risk. Police say 2-year-old Montrell Williams was last seen on May 10th with his father at an apartment in Hunts Point. Court documents reveal that just before midnight, later that night, Williams was seen on surveillance video throwing his son off a bridge into the Bronx River. The toddler in Williams' custody under a visitation order. Police say the little boy's body was found in the East River yesterday.
Yep. It's heartbreaking in every which way, shape, and form. As usual, guys, let's buckle in and we're gonna talk about this one. This is what you call insane in every which way, shape, and form. Insane, dude. And the worst part about this situation with this little kid is that the father of this kid, bro, like, I don't even know how to put it, but the kid was alive. They have the kid on the video with the kid being alive. And he literally took that little kid that's alive and threw that kid in the water to drown and die. What individual, what type of person can do some evil shit like that, bro? Like, bro, I always, when stuff like that happen, I always have to remind myself, bro, there is evil in this world, dude. There is evil in this world, because you have to be very evil. You have to be an evil human being to, like, take a living person, especially a baby. Bro, a baby cannot do nothing to you that bad for you to hate a baby like that, bro. And once again, there is no need to ever hurt nobody. But I'm just using examples. Like, an adult human being could get you angry to the level of that, okay, that an adult probably rob you, take your last $100, take something from you that you really need. And an adult could really drive you to the level of you want to do something bad to an adult person. But a baby? A toddler? Bro, a toddler cannot steal your money. A toddler cannot take your girl. A toddler cannot take your car. A toddler cannot talk bad about you. I'm just trying to say, what will make you feel like you need to hurt a baby that much? A baby who cannot do nothing to you, to the level of you getting that angry. You have to be very angry, dude, to hurt a baby. You have to be super duper of an angry person to want to unalive a baby. That's this guy's, bro, that's your son. That's your baby. You made that baby. You, with the help of God, created that beautiful little baby to come to this world to have a good life, to better the world. We're all born as babies with something. God gives us all something special to bring to this planet. Like, when I first heard this story, I'm like, no way, dude. How this guy's gonna unalive his own baby for absolutely no reason? And the situation was, he was in a very serious domestic issues, a very serious domestic situation with the baby's mother. It's documented that the baby mother done called law enforcement on this gentleman several times, but they were still doing what it takes to raise the baby. The mother of the baby is 17 years old and this guy is 20 years old. So there was co-parenting to raise the baby. So now the mother of the baby actually is doing what they're doing to pursue a case against the NYPD, against the police department, saying that the police department dropped the ball. But how? The guy is the father of the kid. The guy had legal custody of the kid because it was his time to watch the kid. So how is the NYPD how are you trying to hold the NYPD at fault for something that the dude was a parent of the baby? That was his kid. It was not like the kid was a stranger to this guy. That was actually his kid, and it was his turn to babysit the baby. To babysit. It was his turn to have the kid. So there is no way that the NYPD could be held liable for what this father chose to do with his baby. This guy should not be in society, bro. And listen, as human beings, we're not perfect people, but if you're gonna do that, bro, to your own kid, if you're gonna unalive your baby that you, with the help of God, created to bring to this planet, if you are a type of person that's gonna do that to your baby, you don't deserve to be on this planet, bro. You don't deserve to be on this earth, because you're nothing but evil. You're nothing but evil, bro. Anybody that will do that to a little baby, to a toddler, who cannot do nothing to you, bro. A toddler cannot hurt you that much, dude. The baby angered you that much because the baby's alive? Bro, there is so much resources nowadays to, like, if you as a parent don't want to have your baby, there is so much resource, so many resources in this world, especially in New York State, where you could give the rights to your baby away. You could give up the rights to your baby to different agencies that will find a great home for your baby, dude. There is so many people in this world that are looking to adopt and to have kids, and they can't because of the different red tape that's avoiding people who wants to have kids, who want to adopt kids legally, and they can't because of certain paperwork that they have to have, and they can't get it. They can't adopt a kid. And you are out here taking innocent kids' lives when there is great people out there that will raise that kid and treat that kid with the most respect and love that kid and do as much as they can to see that kid grow to be a successful human being. And you out here, man, hurting little innocent little kids, bro. I will never get over that. I will never get over when people hurt babies, bro. Because kids does not supposed to be hurt. Little kids, bro, I don't care how a baby cry. I don't care, bro. Little kids does not supposed to be hurt, bro. They're kids, dude. All kids do is cry when they don't get stuff they want. Like, all kids do cry when they're hungry. All kids do cry when they need to change their pampers. Like, a kid cannot get you that angry where you want to really physically hurt a kid. A kid cannot get you that angry where you want to unalive a baby, bro. A baby that never did nothing to you. Like, come on, dude. Like, that doesn't even make sense, dude. Like, this guy unalive his own baby. He literally took his baby and threw the baby in the river whilst the baby is alive. Like, come on, dude. You're nothing but garbage. Like, and guys like him, believe it or not, what I tell you, bro.
But first, the father, police say, threw his 2-year-old son in the Bronx River tonight. Is charged with murder. And good evening, everyone. At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Ritter. Liz is off tonight. We're going to begin with that heartbreaking death of a toddler. We've been telling you about it all week. 20-year-old Arias Williams, now charged with murder and manslaughter in the death of his son, 2-year-old Montrell. The little boy's body found in the East River earlier this week. The father is about to be arraigned. Eyewitness News reporter Janice Yu live at the Bronx courthouse with our lead story tonight. Janice.
Bill, we've been here at the courthouse all day now waiting for
You know what's evil about this situation? What, bro? Like this guy, right? Unalive the baby. The baby was alive when he threw that baby into that river. When he threw that baby into that water to drown. 1 month later, he told the mother of that kid that he threw the kid in the river. 1 month later. Like, how can you throw a little toddler? How can you physically hurt a little toddler and then go home and go to sleep? Please, ladies and gentlemen out there who might watch this video, please leave in the comments. How evil can you be in this world, bro? To hurt a little baby, a toddler, and then go home and go to sleep at night. People like that does not deserve to be in the communities, in neighborhoods. They don't deserve to be on this planet, dude. This guy does not deserve to even go to jail, end up in prison. This guy does not deserve to be around. He don't deserve to be around any other living being on this planet. He don't deserve to be alive, dude. And God forgive me for saying that, but bro, you gonna take a living being, the baby was alive, and literally throw them into a bucket, into a whole thing of water, knowing that the person cannot swim, a little toddler, and you gonna basically go back home after you know what you just did to that little baby, and a month later you're gonna confess to the mother of that baby what you did, the graphic and brutal act that you did. A month later, you're gonna confess to what you did, knowing that this baby you throw in that river, you throw in that water, was alive, and it took you a month to admit what you did wrong. You don't deserve to be on this planet, bro. I don't care what nobody said, bro. A little babies, kids cannot get you that angry that you want to physically unalive them. There is no way, bro, you could tell me a little baby, especially a little toddler, could get you that mad. I don't have kids, but you guys out there, let me know in the comments. Can a toddler get you upset to the fact that you want to unalive a toddler? I don't see that at all. I don't see how a toddler or a kid in general could get you that upset that you want to unalive them. I don't see how kids could get you that mad, because a kid is not going to rob you. A kid is not going to take something from you where bro, kids just want to have fun and have a good life. So I don't know if I'm bugging, but if you guys out there who have kids, please let me know in the comments. Can a kid, a little toddler, get you upset to the fact that you want to own a life? That kids could get you angry like that? I don't think kids could ever get me that angry, that way I would want to do something that terrible to a little kid. That guy is a piece of garbage, bro. That guy is garbage. And we as human beings, ladies and gentlemen, we're not perfect, but bro, to do something like that to a toddler, to do something like that to a baby, to me, you're nothing but garbage. There is no way to justify taking another person's life, especially a little kid. There is no way in this world you can justify taking another human being's life. Absolutely not. There is no justification when you take someone else's life. But taking a toddler's life makes it 100,000 times worse. 100,000 times worse when you take a little toddler, baby's life, for absolutely no reason, dude. And in this situation, the graphic way this guy ended this baby life, this guy don't deserve to be on this planet. You're taking a little baby that's alive, when you could take that baby to the fire department, when you could take that baby to the precinct in your neighborhood, when you could take that baby, call the police and tell the police, I don't want to have this kid no more, I want to give this kid up. And they will find a beautiful home. They will find beautiful people. They will find beautiful souls that will raise that baby into becoming a successful human being. There is so many people in this world that would love to have kids and they can't. And then you have garbage dudes like that God gave a gift of a beautiful, healthy baby too, and then turn around and hurt that little baby in the worst way possible. Ladies and gentlemen, as human beings, we're not perfect people. We're not at all. You'll never find a perfect person in this world. But we have to learn from our mistakes. We have to know that life is not easy, and life was not meant to ever be easy. But there is so many things now, there's so many different resources that you can turn to when you're going through difficult times in your life. And the best resource that we have on this planet is always turning to God and His family. That's our best resource, is God and His family. Everything that we are seeking in this world, everything that we are looking for in this world, we need to turn to God and His family and ask for the resources that we're looking for. That's our best resources in this world, is God and His family. There is no other better resource than God and His family. Anything that we're going through, before we do something that's unspeakable, especially before we do something that's unspeakable, as such as what this gentleman did to that little toddler, let's turn to God and ask for answers. Let's turn to God and give God our stress. Let's turn to God and ask for the answers that we are seeking. God has our answers. God has our direction in this world. No matter how hard it might be, no matter how complicated and difficult things might be, turn to God and His family, and you will find the answers you're looking for. May God rest that little kid's soul. I hope and wish his mother, his family, all the best. And the gentleman as well, I hope and wish him the best. No matter, to me, he's nothing. He's garbage. Person who will do something like that to a kid, to me, you will never be nothing but garbage in my eyes. But I hope and wish him all the best. I hope and wish his family the best as well. Ladies and gentlemen, treat people the way you want to be treated. Ladies and gentlemen, always do what's right in the eyes of God and His family. Ladies and gentlemen, always make God and His family a part of your decision making every single day. So our Commander-in-Chief, Mr. Donald J. Trump, I salute you, sir. God bless you and your family. Until the next video, ladies and gentlemen, please love each other. Do what's right for each other. And instead of hurting each other, guys, let's treat each other with respect. And let's help each other out in this world. And I promise you, with us being good to each other, this world will become a better place and a safer place for us all at the end of the day. Stay safe, guys.